Hello and welcome once again to another edition of True Vision Radio. I am your host, Awesome Al, along with my producer and co-host, Hooch.
How you doing, Montgomery and around the world? What's cracking?
And it's hot out there.
Yeah, hotter than four sisters in the phone booth.
You had to say that. You had to say that.
I stole that talking point from a movie.
Man, woo, you had to say that now. But anyway, it's hot out there on this Friday afternoon.
You gotta be open. Gotta be open.
July, yeah, all right. Yeah. July the 17th, 2020. That's the day that we are doing this show. Just to give you the current date, just to let you know that we are live and living color.
Yeah.
What's the topic for the show today, Hooch?
Oh, don't forget to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Do what you can to share, like, hit that thumbs up, and hit that cash app. You know.
That's not the topic of the show.
Yeah, we had to get that out of the way. And
yes, go to True Bucks, our cash app. Go to True Bucks, #, True Bucks, TREWBOOBUCKS. See, I can't even spell today. You got me spell it, man. And go to, if you want to leave a suggestion or a comment, go to TrueVisionRadio@gmail.com, TREWVIZON radio@gmail.com.
yeah, we want the good, the bad, the ugly. If you want to cuss Mr. Al, Awesome Al, you're welcome to email us.
And, if you want to cuss Hooch out, you cuss him out too. Equal share alike on this show, brother. You can get your... What?
The National Federation of the Blind.
That's right, National Federation of the Blind. That's our foundation organization here in Montgomery, Alabama. Miss Parmy Simmons.
Parmy.
She is the president of the organization. And as I said, our state president is Miss Manuel. Barbara Manuel.
Dig out to Miss Barbara.
Down in Mobile, Alabama. Then we got chapters all around the state. We got 6 chapters. Birmingham, Mobile, Montgomery, Talladega, Tuscaloosa, and Huntsville.
It's pretty good for Alabama.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 6 chapters around the state. Then we got a national chapter there in Baltimore, Maryland, and every state has their own chapters.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's National Federation of the Blind. If you want to get in touch with Miss Simonton, go to NFBMontgomery.org, and then NFB.org is the national website if you want to check out what NFB stands for and what we're trying to do with the National Federation of the Blind. We're changing what it means to be blind. That's our slogan.
That's right.
Check it out.
Dig it.
All right. Now, let's get into our musical moment.
Oh, who we got?
And today we talking about the genius, Mr. Ray Charles.
Really?
Yeah. So let's talk about Ray.
Okay.
Ray Charles was born September 23rd, 1930 in Albany, Georgia. As they say, Albany, Georgia. He was born to the parents of Aretha and Booker. I believe it's Booker Robertson, but he was born to them in 1930. And Ray Charles, he went blind at the age of 7 from glaucoma. So hey, that's what I went blind from. So yeah, it can't rob you blind. Now, Ray experienced his first tragedy when he was 6 years old, and his brother George, which was the only sibling he had, drowned in a bucket of water that his mother was using to wash clothes, because that's what she did for a living. She washed clothes, and his father used to work at the railroad off and on. But his father left the family when Ray was young, so he was raised by a single mom. And when he was 5 years old or 4 years old, they moved to Greenville, Florida, and they lived there for a while. Then they moved to St. Augustine, and that's where Ray went to the School for the Blind in St. Augustine, Florida. He went there from the time he was 7 years old until he was 15. Then he left the School for the Blind and he started his journey on his musical career. In 1948, he moved to Seattle, Washington, because that's where the big boom in music was as far as jazz and blues and things of that nature. Started out up there in Seattle. He did nightclubs up there with his friend and his band. His first band was called the Mac Sons, the Mac Sons, and they recorded a record in 1949, which didn't do too much of an airplay for Ray. And then in 1952, he signed on to Atlantic Records, and in 1954, he had his first international hit was what was his first hit, Ray? You don't know?
What's playing now?
His first hit was No, I Got a Woman. That was his first hit. Yep, his first hit was I Got a Woman.
Well, I actually knew that. I was just testing you to see what you knew.
Word of that. And then Ray went on to record other hits such as Tell Me What I Say, the song you hear in the background that was recorded in 1959, which was Ray's first international hit, was I Got a Woman. And then in 1960, he went on to record Georgia on My Mind, which became the state theme song.
Great song, love it.
For Georgia, and that happened in 1979.
Damn, long time ago.
When Georgia on My Mind became the state theme song. Then in 1962, Ray went on to record I Can't Stop Loving You when he hit the country charts in 1962. See, Ray didn't classify himself as one genre.
Then you got a lot of flack from doing mixing gospel rhythms with secular stuff.
Yeah, his style was gospel with rhythm and blues, with jazz, with country. He was just an all-around artist because he hit every chart: jazz, country, R&B. Ray did it.
Yeah, he did it all. I think he done them all too, because to be a Raylet, you had to let Ray, right?
That's what they used to say about Ray backup singers, the Raylets.
Ray had an open relationship, didn't he?
Ray was a ladies' man. I'm gonna tell you, he was a ladies' man. Quincy Jones said, you could tell that Ray was blind until a woman came around. Then he started running into walls and doors and everything. So a woman could help him.
Oh, that was slick.
But that was Quincy said about Ray. Ray went on to record over 60 albums, and he had 86 hits.
Wow.
On the R&B charts, and he had several on the pop charts. He had 11 number one R&B hits, and I'm not for sure how many he had on the pop chart, but Ray was an icon and a musical genius. He he went on to do the Beautiful song for the Republican President Richard Nixon in 1972, and then he sung the song live at the 1984 Republican Convention with Ronald Reagan. That was in 1984, and that also went to be one of Ray's biggest hits. Ray's career lasted from 1948 to his death in 2004.
Great movie, by the way.
Oh yeah, the movie was a great movie that Jada Fox did with doing the life story of Ray Charles.
Because he made that, what is it, slogan, I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. He made it popular again, you know?
Yeah, he made it popular again.
Jada back in there.
Yeah, Ray used to say it, yeah, back in
Kind of remind me of Papa Stopper, too. He used to always hot with the women. And I ain't going to tll all of this.
Well, Ray was Ray.
Yeah.
Ray Charles Robertson was his birth name. And born in Albany, Georgia. And he died in Beverly Hills, California, at his home at the age of 73 in 2004. And he died from liver cancer disease. That's what Ray died from, the official cause of his death. And in 2005, Ray's last album was called Genius Loves Company. And that's an album that he did with various artists like Bonnie Raitt, Willie Nelson, Hank Williams Jr.
What year was that?
That was in 2004.
I have to pull that up.
2004. It called Genius Loves
Company.
Company, yes.
Yeah.
That's the album, his last album that he did. And that album went on to receive 8 Grammys
Wow.
in 2005.
Did he actually receive all those Grammys?
Yes. Well, his family did because, he was dead.
8 Grammys. Wow.
8 Grammys for one album. And the album was certified as Grammy.
It's like Michael Jackson. Received 8 Grammys.
Yeah, back when Thriller came out. Yeah, Ray received 8 Grammys on his album, and it was classified as Album of the Year in 2005. That's the Grammy he won. And in 1986, Ray was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ray Charles Robertson. And Quincy Jones gave him the name of Genius of Soul because Frank Sinatra called him a genius, and Quincy Jones said that he was a soul genius. So this gave him the title Genius of Soul.
Damn.
Ray Charles. That's our movement. Music moment. That's our music moment. So now let's talk about the coronavirus before we get into anything else.
My corona.
We're going to talk about the coronavirus.
Mine.
As of today, here in Montgomery, Alabama, in Montgomery County, we have over 62,000 cases of coronavirus.
Damn, this would be nice if that was beer, right?
Whatever. 62,000 cases of the virus has been detected here in Montgomery County, and 1,200 people have died here in Montgomery County. 1,200. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, yeah. I want to get to it. So, what about the checks, brother?
What about the checks?
When we gonna get paid?
Well, they haven't been finalized yet. It still is in the Senate. They're still discussing the new stimulus bill.
While Canada and everybody else is getting stimulated,
I told you why.
The coals and we're
I told you
in a
why.
capitalist society.
Now you cannot keep.
So what we need to do is.
We can't change to a socialist.
Speaking
society.
of swinging, we need to swing on our president that you voted for.
Did I?
Yep.
Can you prove it?
No, I can't.
All right, man. Thank you. But yeah, you talk about the stimulus checks. The checks have, or the stimulus package has not been approved yet.
I'll give them a package.
But they're talking about over a $1 trillion. That's with a T. Package this time for the stimulus bill. So we'll see what happens with that. But as I said, the virus is still going strong. States, the virus is closing down states again because it is increasing once again. Over in Georgia, they're having a fight between the governor and the mayors of several cities there in Georgia. The mayor sued or should I say the governor, Governor Kemp sued the city of Atlanta and sued the mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and because she was saying that the citizens of Atlanta should wear a mask, and the mayor of Georgia saying no, they should not. The governor of Georgia is saying no, they should not.
Wow, that's a fight, right?
And they are in a court fight.
Fighting over wearing a mask to keep you safe?
Yeah, fighting over wearing a mask. The governor don't want masks.
In buildings?
And the mayors do.
In the buildings?
He don't want masks anywhere.
Wow. So, I don't understand.
He said people should not wear masks.
But so he don't believe in the coronavirus?
He don't believe that the mask is going to save you from the coronavirus.
What will?
A lot of people don't believe that the mask save you from coronavirus, but it does because, excuse me, ever since the mask ordinance has been in place here in Montgomery since the 4th of July, well, it has really been in place for almost 4 weeks. But ever since the 4th of July, Montgomery coronavirus cases have went down by 8%. I know that don't sound like a lot. Well, is it 8% or 20%? But anyway, it has went down because of mask wearing. Now, even though the cases are increasing, but it's not increasing as fast as they were. So, masks do work. Somebody need to tell the governor of Georgia that. I believe he knows, but he just want to be a hardhead. So, but big shout out to the mayors over there in Georgia, over in Atlanta.
I hope Keisha wins.
My good friend over there in Waycross, Georgia, the mayor over there. Dr. Michelangelo James over there in Waycross. He is one of the mayors that is on board filing suit against the governor. So
that is wild, man.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
That is wild.
Speaking of wild,
wait a minute. Before we, I got one thing.
What you got?
So what's the suggestion then from the governor?
You don't have no suggestion. He just don't want people to wear masks.
He shut the.
No, this is a family show.
I know, so that's why I said.
Nah, it was, man. We ain't never been a family show.
You know what goes on in a lot of families, in a lot of homes. Mother.
But anyway, that's what's going on with the coronavirus. Oh, it's 53,000 cases here in Montgomery County. 53,000 cases here in Montgomery County.
53,000.
53,000.
There's a lot of people. Man.
53,000 cases.
Well, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share a like, and hit that cash app. We need to take the dollar challenge.
And then in the state of Alabama, there is 62,000 cases in the state of Alabama.
Well, I still think testing should be mandatory and keep wearing your mask and the gloves. And
it should be. I saw on news.
All kind of different hand sanitizers.
I saw on news yesterday that they're gonna have a brand new test for the coronavirus. Instead of them swabbing your nose, and as they say, stick that big old Q-tip up your nose and seem like they're ramming it up to your brain. The new test is going to be like a breathalyzer, like you do when you are tested for drunk driving.
Huh, that's different.
All that you got to do is just breathe into this thing, and it's going to measure the virus in your breathing.
And I make sure I ordered, and maybe the listeners can do the same thing. I don't know if you've done it. Electronic thermometer, you know.
I already got a thermometer that's battery operated.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Do what you can, keep yourself. You know.
I already got that one. So yeah, keep yourself checked on. Get you all of the health products that you could get. Thermometers to take your temperature.
What's the status on the Lysol?
What's the status on the Lysol? Man, people are still trying to find
people
Lysol.
lined up all side of Sam's early, like waiting for a concert to get Lysol.
Yeah, Lysol, watch Lysol in the cans. Man, people are out there. This thing is serious. I don't know why the president and his cabinet will not take it serious, and the governor of Georgia will not take it serious, but people are dying, and I don't mean to say it, but they're dropping like flies.
I tell you, when I go to the gym, I make sure I take Clorox wipes with me, because just in case one have to use the bathroom, take your gloves and, you know, do your thing. You know, make sure you wipe it down, wipe the floor down, because once you drop your trousers or whatever, it could land on urine. So you want to make sure you wipe that floor where you're gonna put your trousers. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make sure you wipe anything when you're out in the public, not just at the gym.
But especially the reason why I say that, because sometimes people don't think about things like that.
No, they probably
Because
don't.
I didn't. I had an elder to tell me that, so that's a good idea. So you know, you have to iron sharpens iron.
That's right. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, be safe.
You owe me a Jack and Coke for that.
And whatever. Every show he talk about Jack and Coke.
In every show, I don't get it.
And every show you won't get it in. But
Let's get to it.
let's get to the topic of the day, which is
Why'd you?
open relationships.
And by the way, we want to have a panel, but I think we're gonna do this next week. We're just gonna get really.
That's right. This is part one
Thank you.
of a show that we're gonna do next week. Next week we're gonna have a panel of. Hopefully we're gonna have two ladies on the panel with us.
That means we need to get this part one in, because we won't get a word in next week.
Ladies, he said.
You told me to say it.
No, I did not. No,
Friends.
No, I did
How
not.
many of us have them?
This man want to throw me under the bus with him. No, sir.
Ones we can't.
I'm not going there. I'm not going under the bus with you.
So you didn't tell me that?
No, sir. I did not. You know I did.
Smoking this.
You know I did. Anyway, but we're going to we're going to talk about open relationships, and this subject was brought up because of Will and Jada
Poor Will.
Pickett Smith. Because as we know, last week Jada went on her podcast called The Red Tabletop, talking about the situation that her and Will had. Let's listen to a little bit of that interview there, Hooch, if we can.
In August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help. You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Stop right there.
Happened, though.
Now, Hooch,
Yeah.
the man said he was done with the woman.
What I gotta do with it?
I'm just saying.
That means she did something that he didn't approve. Sound like.
But the thing was, if he was done with her, and she did what she did while they were going through that time, does or does that not give her the permission or the reason to do what she did?
All right, I'm gonna come clean, right? You know, it sounded like they were separated.
That's right.
And when you trying to get your stuff together, you're supposed to come back home to revamp the situation to make it better.
Well, yes, you do. But if you out there separated and your husband say he's done with you, or your wife tell you she's done with you,
But why was he done?
because they were having problems.
What were the problems?
They don't say.
Well, she didn't say.
He didn't either.
You can tell by some. There's another clip, I believe.
All right. See if you can start start the clip where you left off.
All right, okay.
And
we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
And-
we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. And one thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular
Yeah.
circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate,
Mm-hmm.
because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
stop right there.
Which he's
Now,
Okay.
see, they were separated. Both had agreed to separate, and they were saying at the time of their separation that they didn't thought that they were going to come back together. So, what was she to do
All right.
as a young, fine woman? I mean, as a young woman, what was she to do?
Let me ask this question. So they're together right now, right?
I mean, yeah, supposedly, allegedly.
So I don't want to, but something in him is kind of pissed though, like hurt, or maybe it's about the social
Was he hurt?
network of being displayed, among the people.
Maybe because he probably wanted this thing to stay
If
private,
I even put that right.
and it went out in public. But it went out in public because of that guy, August. Will didn't set it out there. Jada didn't set it out there. He did.
So it sounds like Mr. August thought he was in a relationship because it
Yeah,
was
he
over.
probably fell in love with Jada,
And she went back to her husband.
and she went back to her husband.
Damn.
You know why? They got kids together. 2 kids. Even though the kids are about grown now, but this just didn't happen this year or last year. This is from about 2, 3, 4 years ago. So,
Okay.
but it's just coming out.
This is the situation here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why this is an issue because they have decided that they're going to be open with their relationship, am I correct? Or their marriage, which is still a relationship. Correct?
Well, yeah, they decided that a while back, I believe, and but
Swinging in Hollywood.
were they swinging? Because it don't sound like that they were swinging, and it don't sound like that their marriage was open. What happened is they broke up. And you know,
she got into this
so you know
entanglement.
So you know, when you break up with somebody, you go your separate ways, and you go do what you feel like you want to do. You heard him say, you know, I went my separate way to do what, you know, what I wanted to make me happy, and you went your way to, you know, to do what you had to do to make you happy.
Okay, so they're not victims. So the victim really is August. He fell in love with a beautiful.
And it looks like it, because see, he fell in love with Jada, and Jada wasn't
in love with him.
No, not like that.
So they brought him in their home, and they took care.
They brought him in the home. They took care of him. You know, they got him back to health because he was sick. Okay, but you know,
I'm just thinking, will they get?
He just really took advantage of Will hospitality.
Yeah, he had free will. He had free will.
That's not whatever. But anyway, yeah.
So it makes you think, well, they doing some stuff, you know, and you know.
Well, who knows what these couples do who say they got open marriages? Would you agree to an open relationship?
Hell no.
You're not married, but you know, would you agree?
I believe you should get an understanding on what you're gonna do up front. But you know, when you're at a certain age, you know, there's no. My opinion, you shouldn't be wilding out like that.
No, you shouldn't.
Now if you're 20, you know, you don't know what you want. You're trying some things, you know, but you got to be safe in the process because somebody you could get.
Yeah, but Jada is not 20. Will is not 20.
Right.
When Jada did this, she was way in her 40s. She was like 42, 43 years old.
She's still in her 40s now.
Yeah,
right?
she's 48.
Right.
But see, this happened, like I said, about 3-4 years ago. So, you know, she was way in her 40s, 43, 44 years old. You know,
I wonder what happened actually to make them.
Well, now that was a private matter. You know, they never discussed what really happened to make them go their separate ways. But whatever it was, it must have been bad because they were talking about never getting back together. According to what Will said.
Yeah, I was done with your ass.
That's right. And you know, and she said, yeah, we both agreed, you know, that things was over. But
I can tell you what's not over. Hit that Cash App and TREWBUCKS $ in the front.
Yes.
That will never be over.
And then also hit us up at truevisionradio@gmail.com. TREWVIZON radio@gmail.com.
Okay, Big A, I gotta ask you the same question. Could you do it?
What? Open marriage?
What? He got amnesia that could what?
Open marriage? Open relationship?
Yes.
No.
What about the open marriage?
Hell no. Pardon my language, but no, nobody else can be cutting my cake but my knife. Nobody gonna be eating my cookies but me. I'm the only cookie monster up in there. What you talking about? No. Hell to the no, in the words of the late great Bishop Bowaker and Whitney Houston. No. No. I'm a one-on-one, you know, type of man. I can't have my woman going out there sleeping with another man.
You know, a lot of women upset with this, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. A lot of men upset with it too. Because, there are men out there like you and I who don't want their women out there, doing God knows what with God knows who. But they're going to come back to you. And don't tell them what they bring and do.
So does it sound like that Will Smith is kind of hypocritical or
you could say that because, hey, he told her to go and do...
What makes you happy?
Yeah, what make you happy? He didn't say Jada don't go out and have an affair with nobody.
It sounds like something went down, and he's like, okay, you want your freedom, go ahead, make yourself happy. I'm gonna try to make myself happy.
Right.
And he wasn't happy, and she
But I heard-
she got happy.
Yeah, but I heard, Will had relationships too, though.
Yeah, but you don't see people coming out.
No, well,
Yeah.
not yet.
I don't think they're gonna ever.
Not
'Cause
yet.
men know how to handle
It
it.
might be a woman, might come out and say, Will is my baby daddy. You never know.
I don't think that'll never happen.
Well, never say never. in
I
these
think
days
I
and
think
times.
Jada did something to destroy the situation in the beginning. I believe.
I don't know that.
My third eye.
We can
is
only
t-
speculate that.
My third eye is never wrong.
Oh, that's your true vision.
That's my true vision. That's my true vision. Yep.
Let's listen to a little bit more of this interview here.
1 second.
But my thing is though, that it almost like he gave her permission. But she said the only one that could give permission
It's her.
is her, and she's right during that time because they won together. Now, if they were married, yeah, she seek permission from Will then. But if they were together, because they were married and they're still married now. But let's see some more about this.
1 second. Hold on.
So how does it look?
Looks bad.
Does it look like, Will is contradicting himself, or does it look like Jada is Jada's a slut? That Jada broke her vows of marriage. Of course she did, because they were still married even though they were separated. They hadn't gotten a divorce. And I never heard they say that they were legally separated. So, they were just separated. So what do you do when you just separated but not legally, and you don't have a divorce if you are married? So, but the thing is, with that situation, I don't know. But as I said, I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't have no open marriage, no open relationship, no open nothing. What mine is mine, and that's the way it is. I couldn't do it. It's just too much, especially in these days and times with all kind of diseases going on that you have no cure for, and then when you start to mixing other people into your marriage, into your relationship, too many ingredients in the stew mess up the cooking.
Let's go to the clip.
All right, let's go to the clip.
And it all started with him just needing some help. Me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And we found all those different resources, to help pull him through. And from there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. One thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I'm thinking, so, I mean, because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
Stop it right there.
I was in a lot of pain.
Now, entanglement.
And I apologize. I had to go rewind it a little bit so I could recap to lead up to something that I'm about to get into a little bit.
Yeah, we had to do that, but that entanglement, is that a new word for affair?
See, women don't play fair at all. I'm sorry. Women don't play fair at all. If it was the other way around, Black Lives Matter, the LGBT, all those ABCs and the alphabets, they'll be on Will's ass. Trust that. Believe that. What do you think? Facts.
Well, the thing is, if it was the other way around, I don't know about
Entanglement.
Black Lives Matters and all that stuff, but
You get my point. The point
women would be on him. Yeah, of course, women groups would be on him.
They'll make up a narrative.
You know.
Just as any type of organization. When it comes to men, it's a double standard.
Why? Because isn't that old cliche that men cheat?
Women cheat.
And yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Way more.
But see,
she did.
that's not the cliche though.
She didn't just hit and run. She got involved in a relationship, so feelings are involved. You fell in love with this.
She didn't hit and run, but August thought it was a relationship. All Jada was doing is getting her some sexual healing. That's how Jada was doing.
But see, you know, Will also said, if you could read between the lines, you know what I'm saying? He also said, and what did you go do, Jada? And so you're supposed to separate, but not do the entanglement situation. You weren't supposed to embark in any type of entanglement.
Okay. Suppose if you was in a relationship.
Don't forget to hit the like button and share like, and hit that dollar sign TREWBUCKS.
Yes, thank you for putting that out.
And
there.
email us. TrueVisionRadio@gmail.com.
Boy, you can make a good politician because you avoid the question.
What was the question?
I ask, what would, if you were in a relationship or a marriage and you and your spouse or woman separated and you all thought that you all were not going to get back together, what would you do?
And don't forget to subscribe. We have 33 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen.
President Hooch right here.
And
President Hooch.
once you subscribe,
President Hooch right here.
then you will get notifications.
President Hooch.
All right, okay, all right.
Answer my question. Answer my question.
I was married for like 25 years, right?
Yeah, 22. Whatever it was. It was over 20 years.
I love hard, so I don't think I would. If we have a situation we had to separate, we just separate in the house.
They were separated in the same house.
So she would
They just had a big house.
She was fighting.
Will was on one side of the house, she was on the other.
She was entangling in the
I don't know where she was doing it, but you know,
She was fighting.
you know, the Fresh Prince, you know,
That wasn't too
his
fresh.
wife got fresh, but not with the Prince.
So, well, I'm gonna keep it on me.
Go ahead and see if you can play some more of this. This interview.
But wait. You fucking.
Look, man, go ahead.
I didn't know this.
Go ahead and play some more of this. Go ahead and play some more of this interview.
Oh, y'all tangling and twinkling.
Oh, but let me say this before you play some more.
But wait, it gets worse.
Let me say this before you play some more of the interview.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Now, see, this guy, they took him in to heal him, you know.
And he was sick.
He was sick, so now, did he take advantage of Jada and Will hospitality? Did he, did he get more cookies than he's supposed to out of the cooking job?
Because they have a estate, right?
Yes, they have an estate out there in California.
So, okay, when they split up, I'm pretty sure she didn't leave.
No, she didn't. He didn't either.
You know this. It's facts.
Well, I have heard this. Now, I don't know it's factual, but I have heard this on other interviews, news stories, so that they were still in the same, the same estate.
Okay, it's time to cut them now. It's time to cut them now.
So let's.
Well, we're gonna get to this other clip, but if it was me, I don't play that because I don't. We're in our 40s.
Would you stay in the same household with your spouse?
First of all,
girlfriend?
The situation would be like he wouldn't be in the house or the pool house or the estate, none of that, because we have nursed you back to health. You got all the help you're gonna get, all because resources, money, they well off, Okay. So we have helped you, brother. So now you got to get your ass up out of here because you swinging just like I'm swinging. You get what I'm saying?
Maybe he wasn't fully back to health yet.
Yeah, she nursed him back to health.
Yeah,
Nurse
Jada. Nurse Jada.
So my mama gotta watch this show. I don't want to cuss it, and I might just lay some cuss words.
Nurse Jada, she nursed him back to health with some sexual healing.
But see, Will probably handle his business a little bit better. He probably didn't bring his stuff home.
He didn't, because he went out where she stayed in.
See, that's the ultimate.
Well, see, that's the lady of the house. The lady of the house could do anything she wanted the house.
Sometimes I just wish it was 1940 where you could just slap this.
What? You can't promote that.
I wanna play the clip.
Go ahead. Play the clip before you get us kicked off the air. Before we.
Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that wasn't possible.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So
Okay.
you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Stop right there.
Really a joy to just
Stop right there. What did I say a few minutes ago?
Women ain't shit, man. I'm sorry.
Notice he said that.
I love women.
I'm going on the record.
This
came from Hooch.
I just wanted to feel good.
Yes. when women are hurting, that's what they want to do.
So how come we can't get that same out?
They want to feel good.
I just wanted to feel good. You know what? You get cut,
but
stabbed.
a man can't do that. See,
women always have a way
our
out.
thing is, a woman thing is, a man don't need to feel good.
He's a hell of a man to sit there and just take that like that.
Well, yeah. Well, now that was on.
That would start another argument with me. You wonder what?
Now that was on camera. Who knows what he told her? Who knows what he said when the camera started rolling?
That's why you don't have open relationships.
No, you don't.
You can't. They
close.
No, you don't.
No, close it. Close it.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No. You close your relationship just like
and you close
Walmart doing the virus.
And you close your legs too. Everything is closed.
You close it.
Yeah.
You close your relationship. You become exclusive.
She wanted to feel good.
That's the word. Yes.
What you been doing, Will?
That's what she said.
She
wanted to feel good.
Will have built an empire,
Well, he has. But he was building an empire in his business, but apparently he wasn't working on his love building.
So he's Willie. So Big Willie style is really not Big Willie.
It might be Big Willie style, but it wasn't. He wasn't styling so much then.
Nah, man, it sound like if you keep. That's why it's good to always go back and watch clips over and over and over again.
Do we got some more?
I think we got a little more.
All right.
But you notice.
What?
She said she was hurt.
Yeah, she was hurt. And when women are hurt, I'm not a doctor or a professor on this, but when women are hurt,
work it down. Let's play the goddamn clip.
When women are hurt, they do whatever it takes to make them feel good, to make them heal.
Let me ask you this before you tell the clip. You think men love harder than women? I'm putting you on the spot. Because you trying to act like Mr. Clean right now.
No, I'm just trying to
be biased so you can get some play.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling the truth as it is.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yes, she is. So
let me in there, Steve.
Anybody wants you up in there. It'll be the hooch in the Fresh Prince.
I'll be Jeffrey, right?
Somebody dead. Now you'll be like Carlton. Ain't get nothing. Look.
Let's play the clip. I'm not.
Yeah, let's do this.
Here we go right here.
Help heal somebody. Yeah. I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in the cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. Mm-hmm. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me. Yeah. And I think that whole process with all really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
Stop right there.
I feel like that has...
Stop right there. So in her case, she was saying her therapy, I guess something happened to her when she was a child.
I've been with women like that.
And so have I.
Yeah.
But her therapy is, she say, helping other people, fixing people instead of fixing herself. And that's what happens to a lot of people, men and women. We want to erase our past pain by trying to help somebody else with their pain, but we haven't healed our pain yet. And you can't heal nobody else until you heal yourself.
That's true. You can't bring old baggage into your new relationship.
No, you can't.
So it sounds like she was suppressed for 25 years.
Whatever happened to her as a young child is she trying to work that out. And women have a nurturing side anyway that, that they think they can heal the world and heal everybody. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Let's go back into the clip some more.
Well, wait a minute. Let's do this. She said something about I can't even think of it. Codependency or something.
Yeah, codependency. She was talking about she was codependent on others to fix herself, to fix her.
So it sounds like there's more to this relationship concerning personal issues that she has had through the years.
Yeah, I guess her and Will had separated, so she felt like she didn't have anybody else to lean on because she was codependent on Will, I guess. And when he and her separated, August, he was there.
Or these issues could have been there throughout the marriage. It was never
They
addressed.
were.
So you don't know how she.
They were. Those issues she had was there ever since she was a kid, according to her, because she said, if you have, something from your childhood, that you trying to fix. So apparently.
So I could, hey, I'm just gonna say, hey, there's a lot of molestation among a culture that's not
I
being
don't
told.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what her
could,
issue was.
Yeah.
But
you've been with.
we can't say that.
But we allegedly. But not allegedly. This is fact.
No, we can't say that about her.
No, I'm just speaking in joke because we don't know. It could be.
It could be, but
because you and I, I've been in relationships. You get like, damn. I mean, the phone is open, everything is open. I'm not hiding anything. I always try to put my best foot forward when I, say, hey, this is my lady or my queen. This is who I'm gonna be with, and da da da. So it shouldn't be no problems.
But if you with someone that's been hurt,
and you can see it,
hurt or cheated on or whatever, insecurity is a big problem for someone like that. They insecure, so they're gonna always keep looking for something because it's a trust issue.
All right, here's a clip.
Okay.
Husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. Husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions. Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing. And as I came through and started to realize certain things about you and I, he decided to break all communication with me,
right,
which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be and hadn't talked to him since.
Right.
So it is a little weird that all this stuff is coming out now, since this was...
Yeah, because for me this was years ago, right? So the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but...
It happened so long ago.
And our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing
right
through it, I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah. When I say it's been a huge healing of my life, and just what I had to confront and discover, about myself, the ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, Og and I haven't talked in so long.
Stop right there.
So I don't know, this.
Stop right there. See? I told you, it was years ago when this happened.
All right, okay. Check this out. How old is August?
I guess he's close to 30 now.
Okay, 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is supposed to be so long ago. Okay.
Yeah, about 4 years ago.
No. 4 years not that long.
Well, 4 years is a long time if you're talking about something.
It was 4 years when it was separated, right?
It was 4 years ago.
The situation itself.
It was 4 years ago when it happened too, because this kind of happened during their separation period. So yeah, it was about 4 or 5 years ago that they got separated, and it was about 4 or 5 years ago when this happened, because this happened, during the time that August supposedly have gotten well. And he was still living at, William house at the time.
You wouldn't be living in my
he hadn't moved away.
Yeah, he'd be thrown out.
So
just like on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they throw what's my man Jazzy Jeff out.
She said, they haven't had any communication or contact since then.
So how did this resurface? Through him, right?
It resurfaced through August.
Through a record?
Yeah, because he has a new album now. So he's out promoting his album, but I don't know why he had to tell about.
Yeah, because you hurting people.
Him and Jada.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe trying to sell records at the same time.
Maybe he's trying to heal himself, though. Because, he thought he was in a relationship with Jada. So, and she walked away from him. So maybe he's trying to heal himself.
Maybe everybody should be thankful.
And for some folks, healing themselves
through music
mean hurting somebody else.
Well, it could be a lot worse than that for him to heal himself. We know for ourselves, people can wild out in another way.
Well, they could, but I'm just saying.
It could have been a violent situation. So thank God he's healing himself through music. But he didn't have to mention. Did he had to mention?
Thank God he healing himself through music. That's fine. But healing yourself by coming out saying that you slept with this man's wife. I mean.
So thank God they can work through it. So it sounds like they got a very strong relationship.
Yeah, they back together now. Yeah. They said they got a bad marriage for life. So
Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah, to take off the bad boy for life thing. But look, next week, see, this is only you and I speaking about this.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But
hell.
next week,
it's gonna be hell.
Hopefully, we're gonna have 2 ladies on here with us, and we're gonna talk about this from their point of view. Now, hopefully, they be gonna watch the clip, so we won't have to keep stopping and starting the clip, because this thing next week it can be so out there, it won't be no room for no clip playing. I don't believe it won't.
If you want to shut up, play the clip.
We're gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get right into it. So. Interesting topic there, Hooch. Interesting topic.
Well, thank you very much.
And next week,
as the producer of the show, I put my best foot forward.
And next week, it can really be on fire. It can be hot up in here.
Shout out to Double O Action Entertainment H2O Band.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Deacon the boys.
Y'all on the road, right?
Tomorrow, yeah, we're back in Birmingham.
And playing where?
Well, we doing some negotiations. We were at the Bar 31 last week, basically. It's hot.
I hope y'all wearing masks and everything else while y'all out there.
Yeah, the band did.
Birmingham is the It's the epicenter for the virus here in Alabama. It's Jefferson County, so I hope y'all are being safe out there.
It was like this.
And then
Throw your mask in the air.
And then the words of the police: "Don't stand so close to me." Next week in the studio, you're gonna be in a separate room.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to say I don't have. I'm good. I was mashed up. I brought my little kit, my gloves, my Clorox wipes, hand sanitizers.
You taking your vitamins and stuff?
I always take my vitamins every morning. Hit the gym.
Yeah, I would take my vitamin. Take zinc and vitamin D3.
Zinc. I forgot about zinc.
Vitamin C.
Black seed oil.
Black seed oil. All of that.
D3. Matter of fact, we need to do a segment on health. We have to do that.
Yeah, we are going to do that because you have a guest that you want to bring on the show, and I got a guest that I want to bring on the show that will, talk about, the foods and the vitamins and the stuff that we as black people should take. So I'm going to see if I can set that up, and you see what you can set up with your guest, and
yeah, we can do that.
We'll see, and we might can have them both on the show at the same time.
10-15 minutes,
Yeah. So
for your health.
But yeah, next week though, we're gonna get right back into this thing with Will and Jada. Open relationships, open marriages, open hearts, whatever.
I suggest no swinging.
Yeah, because the swing might break.
That's where Hollywood swinging came from. Shut up. Peace, we're out.
Thank you for True Vision Radio. I'm Awesome Al along with Hoochie. Yeah, we out.
Dig it.